Hello there, my name is Arctic Fox and welcome back to Epic Mickey Rebrushed. It is time to go through and watch the first cinematic trailer of Rebrushed, and I've found some very interesting things. So, let's get right into it. But first, you know the drill. I'm not going to pester you like some other YouTubers would, but if you do like what you see here, feel free to give me some feedback on this project by interacting with the video. I'm not saying subscribe or anything, but it would be cool. If you haven't already guessed, the trailer is basically a one-to-one recreation of the original first cutscene in Epic Mickey 1. This does mean that a bunch of the content is going to be the same, however it means we've got a massive step up in graphics, and there are also a bunch of hidden features in this trailer. So let's get right into that. The first thing that jumps out to me in this trailer, and I have slowed this clip down, is the amount of unfinished projects and the amount of unfinished lands in Wasteland that are still included in this. So for example, you can see the Jack and the Beanstalk Tower castle boss fight that I believe was meant to be in Epic Mickey 1, and there's also the Wonderland section, which again was meant to be in Epic Mickey 1 but isn't in the game there now. So that kind of confuses me, especially with the fact that they're not going to be in the game as well. So yeah. Another thing that kind of jumps out to me here is in this shot you can see quite a lot of what is going on in Jensen's kind of study area. I don't know what to call this. So above the fireplace you can see like pots and a bunch of interesting stuff, which I'm guessing is Mickey memorabilia. And you can also see the extra wizard hat, which is from Fantasia. And you actually get in the second game, in like the first few sequences of going to Wasteland. I just thought I'd bring this up, and also I don't think that fireplace is even there in the second game when you actually go through Jensen's area. So yeah, just gonna put that out. Oh, another thing that's just popped out to me. There is the hat from Wonderland on the top left shelf up there, which you can kind of see if you squint a little bit. I'm guessing that's probably hinting at the Wonderland area that was meant to be in Epic Mickey 1, but never got there. So that's quite interesting, and I'm gonna move on to the next shot here because there is some other shelves I want to look at. So funny little Easter egg here. You can see the Pirates of Wasteland's ship in the top like left kind of area in this shot here. Also, another little thing I'd like to point out here, the brush kind of glows for Mickey when he picks it up, and it glows blue, so I'm guessing that's just paint. But that's a bit weird considering in this shot you're meant to get the paint like bucket and dip the brush in. I don't know, I'm guessing it's just to symbolize how the brush is kind of magic. After the last video I made, I realized I made a couple errors in my editing, so I'm just going to go back through and whiz through them right now. Okay, error number 1, this was the European boat ride section instead of the jungle boat ride section, because some of you are absolute nerds who know life this game. Another thing I saw pointed out a lot is in screenshot 3, I kind of forgot to say the name of Lonesome Manor. It's Boggeasy and Lonesome Manor. It's kind of a mix, but it kind of just confused me a bit, this projector, because it looked a bit like Lonesome Manor. Anyway, moving on. And I think that is majority of the issues I've covered. Again, if there is more issues and there's more kind of things I need to correct, let me know in the comments down below. I will be happy to address them next episode. Anyway, moving on to the next section. Over the past day or so, I've received a few more leaks in my DMs, so shall we go over them now? I think we should. Let's get right into it. Okay, the first image I've received is this one, and I know it's a little bit of a meme, but we can still analyze it. So first of all, this is obviously Dark Beauty Castle in the first few sequences of the game, and it's purple, which is really interesting to me, especially the lighting as well. So you can also see Oswald's window in the background, which is very interesting to see how they've actually done it in this game and how amazing the graphics look for one. Another thing I've seen floating around the community right now is Warren Spector's response to an Epic Mickey 3, which is quite interesting considering he really wanted to do a sequel. If you don't know, Warren Spector is the original creator of Epic Mickey, and he was the project head for all of the Epic Mickey games. But his response to people questioning him on Epic Mickey 3 was that he'd love to do an Epic Mickey 3, but apparently he has a day job that would make it impossible. Now, my genuine response to this is, if this game does get quite big, I think Warren Spector will come back and actually try and do a game for this, because, you know, Epic Mickey 3 was, you know, one of his passions, so it'd be kind of hard to see him not come back. But overall, it's kind of sad to see that Epic Mickey 3 is out of the cards right now. but we can change that. So yeah. Okay, with all the leaks done, I want to get into my predictions for Rebrushed. Let's get right into that. Rebrushed Predictions, where to start? I've been waiting about a week to do these, and I'm so excited to tell you guys the amount of things I have thought of. So, we have seen quite a lot of things in this trailer that aren't in the actual game, and I'm surprised to still see the Wonderland stuff there. So you know what, I would not be surprised if we get some extra bonus levels containing any stuff from Wonderland. That is one of the main things I would be excited to see. Plus, especially seeing these graphics here of the actual like jungle boat ride section and the European boat ride section, it gets me so excited to see what could happen in a game like this. And especially Oztown as well, the different vibe there, it gives me so much hope. And the one thing I'm mainly excited for here is an actually decent kind of camera system. That is, please do this right, THQ Nordic and Purple Lamp. Please, that is the one thing we are all hoping for. Another thing that I'm really hoping they improve on is NPCs. This is one thing that was one of my massive pet peeves in the original Epic Mickey game, and I genuinely hope they do it better, because the second game did it decently well. But, you know, the first game just had it where it would enter you into a kind of cinematic shot every single time you wanted to talk to an NPC. I really hope they have more interactive NPCs this time, and better shops and stuff like that, and make it more kind of interesting rather than just going somewhere and buying something or talking to someone to get a quest. Another thing leading off from quests that really bugged me in the original 2 games is how pins worked. As a kid, I didn't really understand how they worked and how important they were to the game. I feel like you could incorporate the pin system a little bit more into the game and actually make them more interesting. Especially seeing the spirits and how they worked in the second game, I feel like stuff like that could be more interesting if you incorporated it better. Things like adding paint buffs and thinner buffs and things like that just makes it more interesting if you're actually giving them a reason to do quests, if you know what I mean. Quests having reasoning other than to just progress the plot actually gives it a way better kind of feel to a game. And that right there is all we have time for today, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this far if you already have. It means the world for me that this series can actually get support from viewers. And you know what? I'm gonna say it. Funnily enough, did you know that 99.6% of my viewers are not subscribed to this channel? If you're one of those, consider pressing the subscribe button. I'm gonna stop the subscriber rant, and you know, I'm never doing that again. That is horrible. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna keep this series up. I really enjoy this, and Epic Mickey is looking to be such a cool game now. I'm so excited for what you guys think of this, and once again, thank you so much for watching. It means the world. Bye bye.